Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Please abiding by Afterbirth Plus. The Forgotten. I've forgotten how to lose, but sincerely though. It wouldn't be F21Z, 7H2R. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to experience a little strife, a little drama. If there's a complaint you can readily have about my content, I do have some inertia, I'll give you that, because I'm like, you know, we're probably approaching the point at which it makes more sense to play as other characters and experience some of the booster pack items, maybe from their perspective. The thing is, and if I can come to my own defense a little bit, the booster pack items represent, like, maybe 5% of the total items in the game now, which means you're going to average, you know, 1 or less per run ad infinitum. So, like, this is the best way to experience what the new booster pack has to offer. However, it is also, ooh, that was the luckiest smash I've ever done in my life. Including that time I beat the best dude in my college at Super Smash Bros. N64 with a little, Donkey Kong over A in the air. You know, when he does the little, the overhead spin? Anyway, disregard that. Hey, stay away from me, please. One makes you larger is great, but yeah. You know, we don't have a theme for this run yet. Except that we have Little Hushy, which is, you know, not inconsequential, but fairly inconsequential when you're already playing as a great character. I heard a heart. It opened up my eyes, I heard the heart. So I'm kind of like, you know, at some point we should play as other characters, but, you know, in my defense, it's real easy to see new stuff as the Forgotten. And it's real fun to play as the Forgotten because, you know, the 1,000 nations of the Persian Empire, you know, unite against you. And still you get a win. So if the game gives you anything, you're set. I don't know how we dodged that. Check that out. And we're headed down to the next floor. I kind of wish we had the chance to get an arcade, but, you know, life goes on. Mostly because, again, basically, this character is like a nihilist. It's like nothing matters. Until you die, nothing actually matters. And even then, well, they're getting a little too real here. But even then, it doesn't matter that much because you might be able to come back anyway, depending on what kind of items you picked up over the course of the run. But, you know, we don't need a blood bank. Our HP is extremely resilient if we want it to be, or, you know, reproducible if we want it to be. There's a lot of options for us, is all I'm getting at. So how to jump is fine, but we can already fly, so give me Ipecac instead. Ipecac. Yo, that's so good. Ipecac makes us melee immune to damage. Yeah, well, not immune to damage, immune to explosion damage. If it made you immune to all damage, that would be a little ridiculous. And it might just be immune to the damage that you do with the bone. I thought we'd check that. Like, if you put a bomb down, you're still going to take damage, maybe. But, I mean, it's an incredible item, especially when you look at it from the perspective of, like, what our damage stat is now. So we will absolutely, I think we should grab this, which we definitely want. And then we'll grab this, and we should get 2 Spirit Hearts back. And then we'll grab this, and we took all 3 Deal with the Devil items with essentially no consequence. And then we didn't grab this Tinted Rock earlier, so we can grab it now. And now we can be the Soul again. And we're 3 minutes deep. We have something ridiculous like 15 damage. 12 damage, but also that 12 damage comes with an explosion, so I'm feeling like real amazing about the quality of this run right now. And also, now we just picked up Maggie's Faith. And if there's any trinket in the game that benefits from the new character causing everybody to, like, reevaluate how things stand, Maggie's Faith has got to be the hugest. Because, like, decent trinket, maybe even a good trinket, in the default, not the default, but, like, the previous kind of configuration of the game. But now, Bone Hearts, the capacity for a Bone Heart itself is relatively hard to come across. So, to have the ability to create one every floor, even if there is like the buy-in to start with is carrying this bad boy for like 1 floor with no reward at all coming from it. I thought it might work. Come on, you know it's a secret room. Why you gotta do me dirty like that? That'll work. But the cost is, like, insanely minor relative to the benefit. Like, I don't know if I've ever done a cost-benefit analysis formally in my life, but I feel like in this situation, it's abundantly clear. The cost is near zero, and the benefit is near infinity. So if you actually, and it's a good thing I haven't run a cost-benefit analysis, because if you plug that into your Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, VBA enabled, with link via C# capabilities, you're going to get a divide by zero error. I don't know, it might crash your whole business, so... You're lucky I'm here to give you this information so you don't have to do it yourself with potentially negative consequences. So what do we need now? Well, in traditional Northernlion fashion, it would be really nice if we could get every overpowered transformation in the game and never get an item that was anything less than an 8 out of 10, lest we do a little bit of complaining about it. But no, in actuality, there's like, oh my god, what if it's one makes you larger? Their health upgrade pills? The prophecy. The sacred text. Well, we might as well health up and health up. And if we lose any of this HP, we might as well take one with us too. If we lose any of this HP, I mean, you guessed it, we'll just go grab another health upgrade. Might take us a little while to replenish them, but no, he lived! The boy who lived! Well, that's just beautiful. We didn't even use Book of Belial there, which is obviously a bit of a silly oversight on my part, and yet here we are. Try for a second secret room, didn't find one. I always go through this. There's always, like, a couple of people, and they're not wrong, but I want to state my case here. They always go, if you have Ipecac, why are you using a bomb to blow something up? You have infinite bombs. I want to answer your question with a non-patronizing other question, and that's, if you have infinite bombs, why does it matter what pool of infinity you draw from? It just seems to me like it's, yeah, sure, we could get a bomb without having to use a bomb, but you probably don't need me to tell you. I mean, it's all coming from the same source in the end, you know? Yeah, sure, having double sprinkler could be fun. Now, there is, like, there's some situations where I think it would be relevant. Like, for example, and this is as best and as universal as I can come up with, alright? Theoretically, you could have a bombs or key pill, have a lot of bombs and no keys, and then be like, well, I should be using my Ipecac shots, because who knows, you know? I might need these keys later with the bombs or key. But that's like... Maybe I'm missing... Oh, so good. Maybe I'm missing the obvious. It just seems like that's, I want to see if this will hit me, by the way. Oh, absolutely. Alright, so, we lost our Eternal Heart, which is actually meaningless. But anyway, that's why I don't worry about which kind of source of infinite bombs I'm using for the most part. If you can come up with a persuasive reason why at this point in my Isaac career I should, mix that up, by all means, I encourage you to do so. Maybe there's something awesome I haven't considered. Oh, the sneeze. Lusty blood again? You're too good to me. I told you! I told you I had a sneeze coming. Why wouldn't you believe me? It's such a mundane thing to have made up a lie about. Okay. Try this. Try this. Little shortcut portal, or as we call it, a hallway. Forgot, because, you know, I've been living in an apartment for literally, like, I'm trying to think. More or less, I've lived in an apartment or, like, a basement suite or a dorm room, etc., for, like, 11 of the last 12 years. And I asked the question on the NLSS probably like a couple months ago. I was like, hey, do you guys live in a place that has hallways? Everyone acted like I was losing my mind. But I genuinely have not lived, I mean, obviously the building you live in has a hallway somewhere. It's not like you just walk through everybody else's unit to get to your own, but I haven't had a hallway in my domicile in forever. It's just rooms that connect to rooms that connect to rooms that connect to rooms, you know? Now, I'm sorry, Sprinkler. I like you. I really do. But there's no way you fit in on this run if you're going to damage us when you explode. And I understand why you would. It's not like I'm complaining about our lot in life. Just the fact that when you get Ipecac, you get melee explosion immunity is already 10 out of 10. It makes it an incredible item, an unskippable item. The can't miss booster pack item of the summer, dare I suggest. No, I can't suggest that, because Polyphemus is still really fun. I don't know, it's up there, though. And Ludo, I still want to see it on a run in which we actually have to work a little bit, instead of just dominating instantly. Why only, yeah, I'm kind of weirded out here. Why do we have a 23% chance of a deal with the devil? Did they factor it in that I took red heart damage? Does that matter now? To be honest with you, I wouldn't even notice. Maybe that's how it works now, though. So I don't really want Omega Penny. I kind of think Omega Penny, you know, it priced itself out of the market. Hermit card, though, I love it. We're 3 minutes ahead of schedule for Boss Rush, which, again, you just keep walking on the spikes. Who cares, right? Let the cops cut off my balls, because they're the cops, and they're always right. It's just a spectacle. This is a classic viral video, if you don't know what I'm saying. It's during the G8 riots in Toronto back in, like, 2009, 2008, something like that. They had Eaton Center, the big mall in downtown Toronto, shut its doors to the Toronto public. Let me out. Hey. Oh, good, another Are You a Wizard pill. And then there's this video of a dude just kind of like smacking on the doors. Oh, why are you closed? The Toronto public demand an answer. Dude, this is the best impression I've ever done. It's spot on. And then people's, you know, someone's filming him. So the dude gets angry. And, you know, I do understand why he would get angry when he's being filmed. But at the same time, the way he handles the situation is not, you know, he doesn't understand that he's essentially dealing with an unbiased observer that's just there to film the whole thing going down. But he thinks he's dealing with some kind of, like, pro-corporate shill. Or authoritarian, you know, fascist guy or something like that. Let the cops cut off my balls, because who cares? They're the cops, and they're always right. Isn't that right? The guy's like, I guess so. You got me. Oh, it's one of my favorite viral videos of all time. And it comes from my nation. I'm proud to be a Canadian, where at least I know I'm free. To demand an answer for why the Eaton Center's closed from the Rio Can Company. And I proudly stand up and beat on the doors. And I said, yeah, you know, to go to J.C. Penney. I don't know if we have J.C. Penney's in Canada now that I think about it, but... Anyway, you can really just search why are you closed. You don't have to watch the whole, like, it's like an 11-minute video. It's one of those ones where, you know, if you really want it to go viral, you kind of gotta parse it down into a smaller size. Dude, I didn't even know Leviathan was coming, but gave us a good opportunity to use Blackroot nonetheless. There's like a holy trinity of viral videos that I will always watch if I'm ever linked them. There's Why Are You Closed? Aw, Joby, that's the nastiest thing. You're gonna get your paws all wet, etc., etc. And, of course, the all-time classic, Who Do You Think You Are? I Am. I think I can... I haven't seen that video in probably like 2 years, and I can still recite it word for word. Strike to claim it, and he's done it. That is right, I did it. Number 5, are you kidding me? Who do you think you are? I am. You know, it's kind of a dispassionate retelling of an incredibly passionate moment in Pete Weber's life, but you get the idea. I can't believe 13 minutes into the run we're about to go down on Acropolis 2. And by can't believe, I mean am mildly surprised that we had 2 runs of this caliber back to back. This one's actually almost better than the last one because the good stuff just never stops coming. You know, I thought of another reason why you might not want to use your bombs. What if you got a full run reroll? And you reroll into something that doesn't have infinite bombs? Minor, but I guess potentially there's like a little bit of value associated with that. Although probably not too much. So boss rush seems like a given. I don't know if I'll do it yet, but I know for a fact, like, this is not a streak, and I'm not billing it as such, because it's too easy. And that's not just me, you know, tooting my own horn, but, like, a forgotten streak, I said it like 4 or 5 videos ago, but call me when you get to 10,000. If you're bragging about a forgotten streak and you don't have 10,000 wins in a row, get back to the nose to the grindstone, okay? Student athletes don't rest. But I know that eventually my run of good fortune will end because of hubris. Because it's just a natural kind of order of things. We might as well lose the Eternal Heart. We will have a run on which we think that everything's great. We'll go to the Hush fight. It almost happened last time, but we were very, very, very strong. We'll go to the Hush fight. We'll do boss rush. You know, we'll find ourselves in times of trouble. Mother Mary, comfort me. And then eventually, you know, we'll be taken away. We'll be ripped from this mortal coil. At least in an Isaac context. Yeah. Give me dunce cap. But I don't think that run's gonna be this run. Oh, dude, you gotta go restock. Might as well take a treasure map. And now I'm like, hey, remember that stuff I just said? Forget that. We're doing boss rush. We're fighting the Hush. We're doing everything. Vacation, all I ever wanted. Vacation, had to get away. Alright. Yeah. We're only one Guppy item away from becoming Guppy on top of all of this. Which is going to be a little bit of overkill. Dude, Cursed Eye is really good. And I think actually probably the most fun item out of all of these as well. Yeah, you can still teleport. Let's ignore the fact that teleporting, you know, I don't want to be like pedantic. Teleporting can be good with Cursed Eye, but for the most part, it's gonna take you off the beaten path, especially if you have some form of mapping. So I'm not excited about the chance to teleport. We don't really need to save 5 cents, I guess. So instead, I'm more interested in just doing things the way we're doing them right now. We got death. Apparently you can double tap now. Switch back and forth between the two. 2 cards in the bottom right, I mean. Many people on Twitter let me know, and I was like, oh, of course. Should have figured that one out for myself. Place your bets, alright? This is an interactive show. I should not be playing as the soul. It's an interactive show. Where do you think the boss fight is? I'm gonna say like 70% it's bottom right. And then I'll give 15 each to the top ones. Like the 2 different sides of the top there. And then I'll... Oh, what on earth did I do? Give a very, very, very slight chance to the left side of that middle part of the spine. But not enough to even get out of bed for, to be honest with you. As much as I would love to believe... Well, you know what? My 70% roll's already messed up. As much as I would love to believe that, like, I've finally just spent so much time playing Isaac that I'm the only person on Earth that's as good at this character as I am. You know, and by the way, if that ends up being true, please tell me. Because I would love the Isaac confidence boost of at least believing that that is true. I gotta think it's just the world's best character. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Well, let me just put it this way. If you put your money up here on the one that I gave a 0% chance, it turns out, I mean, again, we got like a little divide by 0 error situation, because I'm pretty sure I owe you more than all of the money that has ever existed in planet Earth's entire history. And this is how you know you're in a good spot. When you're like, maybe I'll just throw Curse of the Tower in the mix just for fun. I also just realized that I am an idiot, but I'm an idiot who's accidentally a genius. Because if I go down... I'll rephrase. Whatever character I go down as, will get the Eternal Heart. Which means I shouldn't be wasting my Eternal Hearts trying to pick up Bone Hearts I do not need. Now, unfortunately, that wasn't a great idea. But oh, never mind. It was amazing. What I should be doing is getting free HP for the soul, in all likelihood. Incubus, you gotta cool it, dude. Maybe I shouldn't have even picked you up now that I think about it. Oh, we got our Eternal Heart back. How weird is that? After we went to 0 HP, when we came back, we had the Eternal Heart still. So we'll, you know, fill this and get another one as well. Lovely. And okay, now no bets on this one. It's too easy. So we should not be immune to explosions. So I think we may have found the one time in Earth's long history. Wait, what was our card? Is it Hermit? Death. Death and High Priestess. We might have found the one time in Earth's long history that it's a bad idea to take Incubus. And there, admittedly, there's probably been 1 or 2 other times in our entire existence of playing Isaac when it's been a bad idea, but it doesn't happen all that often. This time, though, now I'm like, we should just play as the Soul. Yeah, I think we might have accidentally made the Soul awesome. Now, we're only 19 minutes into the run. I think we should fight Hush. Frig it, dude. Life's a garden. Frig it. We should say life's a ship. Frig it. See, it's not a great pun, even though it would probably get, you know, 900,000 or 1 million retweets. So the Fool, the High Priestess. Oh, God. High Priestess is irrelevant. Let's see what this is. Sure. The Lovers. High Priestess is irrelevant, is what I was going to say, against this boss. It'll do a negligible amount of damage. The Hierophant is obviously fine. Yeah, maybe, like, stop walking into the fire if you want. And, throw Book of Sin out here. We get a black card. The thing is, we are going to be using... We are going to be using the Soul almost exclusively anyway, so just come in here. Just for the love of God, do not teleport. If you have to let Incubus do all the damage, let Incubus do all the damage and just hold on to a full charge. Okay. Might as well High Priestess. Yeah, our fire rate is not bad. But it's definitely not good enough to just be like, oh yeah, we're cool. Like, we're set. Now, get a little permanent Polaroid invincibility, that's a different story, isn't it? It's a good opportunity to walk in there and do your little Cloud Strife Omni Slash. Now you back it up. Dude, this is... Oh, I almost... Except for the fact that I almost shot myself. I was like, this is going pretty well. And it is, but also I worry about my future existence here, which I think is fairly appropriate to do so. But remember, like, don't be afraid of Incubus. Go ahead and hit me. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm so scared to get closer. I know this is doing nothing. What are you taking damage from? Just like ambient poison somewhere? Take it from me, I'm not complaining. I'm just confused. I'm also like moving silent like lasagna. I don't really understand why I'm not taking any damage there, but I'm happy to see it. No man. Oh! I was just about to say, I swear to you, I was just about to say, I know many of you are going to be hoping that I fulfill the prophecy of dying on this run as a result of my own hubris. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. And, unfortunately, like, do you see what I see, dude? Yeah, we might have literally just done that to ourselves. Like, is there any way to just like to get... You know what? When desperate times call for desperate measures. No, I'm definitely actually gonna lose here. The only way out is to be the soul and never take another hit. What a capitulation, dude. Alright, well, you know what? What I should take this as is a learning lesson to be not so confident. Overconfident, at least. What I'm actually gonna take away from this is... yeah, sure, let's do it. What I'm actually gonna take away from this is... I'm never fighting the Hush again. Yeah. Yeah, just kill me, okay? Like, I'm ready to go. I'm not deliberately getting myself killed. It's just like, to do damage, I have to put myself out there, you know? Please stay away from me. Incubus, just stop firing my brain. I deserve that loss. But hey, there you go, a little extra attention. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Right now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.